Hello and welcome. We're actually creating this session for those who missed the previous class, and we've been having a lot of requests to do a video on the basics, and we are doing it for the benefit of those who were not uh, getting the concept of what the tutor was doing. So I actually decided to do this video as a start fresh to show you guys how to get yourself prepared in writing your first HTML and CSS code. So basically we actually need to create a folder first of all before we start working on VS Code. So this folder simply means the particular folder that you will be working your projects on. So let me say, before we start to create the folder, I want to show you guys how to download VS Code in case you don't have it on your Windows machine, and this tutorial is purely for Windows. So if you don't have VS Code on your Windows computer, you can come here to Chrome. Chrome is my preferred browser, so you can come here and type VS Code. We have auto completion here and click VS Code. So now this VS Code, we have varieties of other operating systems that support VS Code. So we have Mac OS, Linux, and of course the Windows that I'm using currently. So you can take the first link here, you can click to it. Now automatically the system will detect the type of operating system you're using. So the browser is going to detect the type of operating system you're using. So as for me here, I'm using Windows, so the first choice here is for Windows. But also don't forget that you can download this on Windows for other operating systems like Linux and Mac OS. So since I am using the Windows operating system, and we have descriptions here for Windows 8, Windows 10, and of course Windows 11. So you can come and click download here and download. You should be able to see download. Since I already have it in my system, it all depends to your network connection, so you should be able to go faster. And if you want to know more about VS Code, you can read the documentations here. As you can see, we have a lot of documentations. So now we wait for the VS Code to download. It should be more faster in your own side depending to your network system. So mine is a little bit slow, so we just have to be patient. I'm going to fast forward the video. Alright guys, so after downloading VS Code, you can actually come to the VS Code here. You can click here to this arrow and show in folder. Alright, so this is the VS Code here. Since I already have it installed, I can say you can right click here or double click to it to install. An install window will pop up. Alright, so I already have it installed, so I'm not going to install it. So you have to do the process. You can right click to it and click to install. So now that you've already installed VS Code, what else do we need to get started? Let's open VS Code. So the first time you open VS Code, this is how it's going to look like. So now this is the working environment of VS Code, the welcome screen and all that. But before we start working in VS Code, we need to take certain things into consideration. At first, you need a working folder. You need a directory where you direct all your work to. For example, here I can come and create a new folder. I can say here file new and name my folder as code. You can code Academy. So this folder is where I'm going to save all my work. Okay, so now you can come to VS Code, and we have varieties of ways to import a folder into VS Code. So mind you, before start working into VS Code, you need to direct the software to a particular directory where you'll be saving your work. So for example here, I have this folder. I can say open folder here. It's on my desktop. So I can say you can code academy. Let's look for you can code academy. This is my folder that I just created. You can select it here. Please, if I'm going too fast, you can feel free to slow the video, pause, and just as you are comfortable doing. So now I've already added this folder here into my workspace. We have, just as I stated, we have varieties of ways to add a folder into VS Code. So this is just one method, and the second option is going to be like a drag and drop. So this is the folder here. You can just drag it and drop it on this workspace. It's already here, so you cannot see it. So if you can create another folder, let's say file, new, let's say try, and we want to add this folder, we can just say add folder try. Sorry. Alright, so it's asking you, do you want to add a folder to the workspace? You can say yes. So if you look here, we have two folders here. We have this one, which is the You Can Code Academy, and of course we have this try, which I just created on my desktop. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to pause the video and also feel free to slow it. Just do whatever that pleases you, as long as you get the concept of what we are doing today. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and always make sure to be part of the classroom. Thank you very much. I'm yours truly, Mohammed.